All right, y'all, we back with another reaction right here on ABP Reactions. And right now, we finna see what happens when a worried neighbor leads cops to a mass killer's bodies. Let's go.
We're gonna need you guys to stay over there. You're gonna have to stay over there. This is a crime scene. This is a crime scene. You're gonna have to go over here. I'm sorry, guys. I'm really sorry, guys. This is a crime scene. You're gonna have to stay over there, okay?
This is Carissa, alongside her two surviving family members. They're living in a remote home in the New Mexico desert, miles away from anything. What they don't realize is that only moments earlier, Carissa escaped after her brother Damian killed her entire family.
Oh.
He's dead.
Damn.
One alive, two dead. Were you here?
Where is he? Where did he go? Where did he go, Cody?
Initially, it seemed like a tragic, isolated family murder, but this would soon prove to be horribly wrong. Over the next few hours, Damian would go on to brutally claim more innocent lives. An active, twisted serial killer is now on the run, leaving behind a trail of bodies that exceeded the town's entire homicide count for the last 30 years.
My husband is, I don't know if he's dead or not. I think he's dead.
He seemed like he knew exactly what he was doing.
If we don't find him, he's gonna fucking kill everybody.
Stop! Stop your shit! Oh!
It's 7 p.m. when it begins at the Herrera home in the quiet town of La Madera, New Mexico. The father, 55-year-old Max, is outside in the garage fixing a few things when his stepson Damian asks if he can borrow his white Toyota truck. But within minutes, this simple request spirals into a violent, screaming argument that echoes across the property. By 7:10 p.m., the mother, Brenda, and her 20-year-old son, Brendan, hear 4 gunshots from inside the house. Startled, they rush out the front door, but they would unknowingly run straight into a cold-blooded trap that will cost them their very lives.
911, what's your emergency? Ma'am, I really need you to take a deep breath and tell me. I can't understand you. What's going on?
911!
Ma'am, this is 911. What's going on?
I'm in La Madera. That's 2 times. Oh my God!
You're in La Madera? What's going on in La Madera?
Who got shot?
Who got shot? I need you to tell me where you're at. Are you on number 1 Private Drive 1695?
Hauntingly, the line goes dead immediately after, but it's mere moments before more calls come in.
Somebody just shot my father's lost. Tell me that we need an ambulance like right away. Okay.
This kid has gone nuts. He shot his mom, his dad.
As calls continue to flood in from friends and neighbors, police rush to the Herrera home, unaware that this is only the beginning of a nightmare about to unfold before their eyes.
One alive, two dead. Were you here?
Yeah, I was here for the first one, and then she came around and she called me and said he had shot, Max was shot. And I was over checking him, and the kid shot his mom, the other one over here. Brenda's still
Yeah.
making noise. We need an ambulance here.
Did you hear anything that they were fighting about?
I heard like 5 shots, bam, 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 and that's, I kind of paid attention. I turned down the sound, I turned off my air conditioner, and I listened, and I heard a little bit of voice, and then she came running around the corner saying Max has been shot.
That's Brenda. That's her boyfriend, Max. That's her son, Brendan.
Barely, but it's actually probably better for her to be where she's at right now. It's coming out, you know what I mean?
Hey,
Calling, go ahead.
you hear me? Who shot you?
RA7 sensor, we're gonna have 2 possible 10-7, 141, barely breathing. We're gonna need 55 here.
Tragically, the neighbor leads officers to the blood-soaked victims, the mother, Brenda Gallegos, and the father, Max Trujillo, lying in pools of blood. Both have suffered a single execution-style gunshot wound to the head. Just a few feet away, they find a third victim, their son, Brendan Herrera. But as they move closer, officers realize that Brenda is still alive and needs immediate medical attention. An ambulance is on the way, but before it arrives, the police need to clear the scene. They are obviously dealing with an extremely violent and unpredictable shooter who could still be armed and anywhere on the property. The moment they step inside, the first red flags begin to pop up.
RA-17 on Central and RA-1.
Sheriff's office.
There shouldn't be anything. Sheriff's Department.
I'm gonna go right. Sheriff's office. Get back. If you're in here, let me see your hands. Come on with your hands
Man,
up.
that nigga crashed out.
Sheriff's Department.
Sheriff's office. There's a room to the right. And go straight. There's some broken glass. Sheriff's office. A lot of weapons here.
A lot of weapons.
Sheriff's office, let me see your hands. Rip that TV.
But despite a thorough search of the house, the police find no sign of the shooter. However, they did find a shattered glass display case filled with weapons.
God damn.
Chillingly, a small caliber pistol appears to be missing. A heavy sense of unease sets in. An armed and dangerous suspect has already left 3 victims behind. And with every passing moment, the chances that he is still out there, ready to strike, only grow. To track him down, officers turn to Mark, the 911 caller, hoping he can help them piece together what happened and point them to the suspect before it's
All right,
too
Mark,
late.
it's on you,
How
brother.
you doing today, Mr. Berry? What's going on?
My best friend just got killed.
Who was the guy that shot?
Huh?
Who shot?
I can't remember his
You
name.
can't remember his name?
Huh?
But you saw him shoot?
It's their son.
But just as they are speaking with Mark, the scene descends into further chaos when Brenda's 16-year-old daughter Carissa and other family members arrive. Very quickly, the police will learn that Carissa is in a unique position to explain the bloody scene.
You're gonna have to stay over there. This is a crime scene.
That's her mom.
This is a crime scene. You're gonna have to go over here.
That's my mom.
I'm sorry, guys.
My sister, please.
I'm really sorry, guys. This is a crime scene. You're gonna have to stay over there, okay?
Mom.
We have medics.
See my mom.
We have the medics coming over here.
Please let me see her. Please let me.
We're gonna have to treat it like a crime scene,
I
okay?
need to see my mom.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Let me go see
I gotta come over here. Let's go stand. Is that your car?
Yeah.
Okay, go stand over there. I'm gonna have to move my car for the ambulance.
See my mom. We need
Okay?
to see them.
You can't. You can't. There's a crime scene.
My brother, my brother. He's dead. No, Damian shot him.
Who's Damian? Who's Damian?
He's my brother that shot them.
Damian what?
Herrera. He
Damian?
shot my dad first and then my brother and my mom. Oh, where's Damian? Where is
Who told you?
Why? Why did he do it? What was the reason? Was it some mental shit or what was this about?
Who told you
I
this?
seen it. I was there.
You were there?
I ran. No, Vamos, let's go.
Come over here. Sit in the back of my car, okay?
As shots continued to ring out, Carissa fled for her life and hid at a neighbor's house, where she used their phone to call other members of the family. She makes a horrifying accusation, claiming that her 21-year-old stepbrother Damian is responsible for the bloodshed.
RA-7 Central and 2. Suspect's gonna be Damian Herrera on a gray Toyota with a headache rack, older model.
Did you go towards Petaka or no?
I don't know. The truck has a labor on it. I
It
don't
went
know.
towards Petaka?
It's gonna be Pataka or El Rico.
He might have a gun with him.
Does your brother know anybody in El Rico?
I don't know. He's sick. I don't know. He was supposed to have an appointment today, and I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna close the door. I have the air conditioner on, but we gotta do some other stuff real quick, okay? She's still alive right now, okay?
21 years old, crashed out, killed the whole family. And are y'all wondering just like me, why? Like, what is the motive? Why would you kill the mother? And this is your stepfather, right? Because you're a stepchild. Then the brother, but she was able to get away. And now they're saying you're going to go and kill more people?
Did he leave with a gun too?
What?
Did he leave with the gun or did he leave the gun?
I ran down the hill before he left.
What did he shoot him with?
Oh, it was like a pistol.
A pistol?
Yeah, I don't know where he got it from.
At long last, an ambulance arrives, and paramedics desperately attempt life-saving measures for Brenda. She was rushed to the hospital for further care, but both Max and Brendan were confirmed to be beyond help. At this point, officers are in the dark. They have no idea what state of mind led Damian to the incident, and whether he simply snapped or if this was premeditated. Moments later, Carissa's brother arrives to help officers piece this puzzle together.
That's my brother.
So how did it happen?
Can I go talk to my
They're right there in front of the red truck.
Where is he? Where did he go? Where did he go, Connie? What in what? In what? In what?
In the Toyota.
In the f***ing Toyota?
The gray Toyota.
What does he have with him?
I don't know. I left before. No.
What does Damian have with him? Did Damian take any motherfucking guns?
He might have one.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh. All right.
They're looking for him. Just leave it alone, though, guys.
But as they meet Max Jr., they don't yet realize his reaction is driven by something deeply disturbing.
He knows something. Max Jr. knows something. Y'all saw that look? And then the question he asked, did he have a gun with him? Like he know he finna go somewhere next. Where is he finna go?
If we don't find him, he's gonna fucking kill everybody.
Ooh.
We need to find him.
And why?
This confirms everyone's worst fear. Damian is on a killing spree. With the suspect armed and on the loose, officers split their focus. As one unit moves out to track him down by any means possible, knowing time is running out, another brings Carissa in for questioning, hoping she can provide anything that leads them to Damian before he has a chance to strike again.
Just got back from somewhere he had left on the truck, like maybe an hour and 30 minutes. And he had just got back, and my dad was talking to him about the truck because he didn't want him going out on it or anything. And then my dad was untying something from the truck, and then they walked their different ways, and the truck wasn't running very well. It had been breaking down, so he didn't want him on it, and he got mad because he took it out. He thought he was gonna get it stuck somewhere. He didn't know where he was. Changing a few words. It didn't seem like they're arguing.
Who's that?
My dad and Damian, my brother. And I seen that they both walked off. My dad was walking one way, Damian walked the other. So I walked back into the living room with my mom. And then you just heard the 2 gunshots. My dad was yelling for my mom. And so my mom and my brother Brendan ran out to see what was going on, and my dad was there laying in the front door. He was bleeding on one side. So I ran and got the phone, and I was gonna call 911, and my mom got it from me, and I tried giving my dad CPR.
Come in.
And it wasn't working. He was gone.
And you're the one who called 911?
I did at first, and then when someone answered, my mom got it, and Damian took it out of her hands, and he threw it somewhere.
And Damian, did he like rip the phone out of your hand?
Out of my mom's hand, he did. And then that's when him and Brendan started fighting again.
Despite her close contact with Damian, it's a miracle Carissa was able to escape and survive. But they soon learned Carissa isn't the only witness. Her sister-in-law, Cheyenne, had just arrived to drop off her 5-month-old son when the first shots rang out. She fled with her child, but not before witnessing the beginning of Damian's violent rampage.
Brendan was yelling at Damian because Damian, I guess, looked like or seemed that he was going to try shooting him again, and that's when he yelled at him, "He's dead," to Damian, and Damian yelled back that he wasn't dead yet, but he wasn't even moving or anything.
Where he was shot?
His heart, his left side of his chest.
A medical examiner would later determine that Max had been shot 4 times in the back, the bullets tearing through his heart and lungs, while heroically fighting Damian, not just to protect his own life, but that of his surviving family members. Brendan had also been shot at point-blank range in the back of the head. After Brendan's demise, there was no one left to stand between Damian and his mother, Brenda. He shot her as she knelt beside Brendan's body.
Oh, god damn, man. What the fuck? Why?
begging for her life. The nature of the wounds Damian inflicted points to something more than panic. It's anger, and while they are desperate to find Damian, officers don't yet realize that he will strike again. Police believe he is still armed and moving, but where he's headed is anyone's guess. After finding out the exact series of events, the detectives were also looking for insight into Damian's state of mind, or an explanation for why he might have done something so awful. During his own interview at the station, Mark, the first witness officer spoke to, was able to shed some light.
Can you tell me where you live? What's your residence, your address?
There's a separate little residence there on the property that I rent. The shot happened. I passed the cab of the truck. He turned around and passed on the other side, and I saw him at that point, and he looked straight at me. The shocking look on his face after he shot his mother, there was just nothing there. That's why I thought we were next. I thought it was blank.
I wonder why he gave him a pass though. Why he didn't shoot him? If he saw you right after he shot the mother, he killed everybody else. Why did he give you a pass?
Poker face, you wouldn't believe.
Like a blank stare?
Yeah. No emotion.
Did he look or appear different than normal, Damian?
That's the creepy thing, is he didn't.
He didn't?
He seemed like he knew exactly what he was doing. Like he knew, like he had the intention to do it. Like it was planned. Because he seemed like so calm. Like he wasn't freaking out. He wasn't like, oh my God, what did I just do? He seemed like an accident or anything. I don't understand why.
He remarks when he wants to hurt others. That's why Brendan moved out from their house in Ojo Caliente, because he was saying things like that.
He wanted to hurt others because they were after him?
No, he's just said that he wanted to hurt others just for fun, like just to do it.
This, more than anything, tells the police what type of person they're dealing with. At this point, it seems anyone who crosses Damian's path could be in mortal danger.
Right.
But with no clear leads and no cell phone to track, investigators have no way of knowing where he is. It's a small town, and the police department allocates all of its resources to tracking down Damian. The strongest lead all the officers have to work with comes from Mark.
You heard the truck start?
Yeah.
Did you see him leaving the truck?
Yeah, I was standing about 50 feet off the road, talking to the 911 operator.
And what did that look like, the truck?
Dark gray Toyota. It had a light bar across the top.
Okay.
And a rack and side racks on it.
The police lock in on Damian's direction of travel and the vehicle description. They issue a bolo to all units in Rio Arriba County, as well as the adjoining Taos County. But the next clue comes from another 911 call, which confirms what the police had feared most.
911 Taos, there's emergency. My husband is, I don't know if he's dead or not. I think he's dead.
And several SP units are heading up towards Las Tablas. We just got wind.
Damn, he on a spree right now in a small town.
That a male subject is off of a forest road up there. I'll get it to you once we get there. Possibly bleeding out from a possible gunshot wound.
We're missing a black Silverado from the scene.
Shooting call, and the victim is going to be a Michael Kite. The wife is identifying the victim as Michael Kite, not the suspect. Also, the suspects on this 49 are going to be unknown.
What officers had been racing to prevent has now become a reality. The town is very small, so the odds of a second shooter being on the loose are slim. The call came from just 35 miles from the Herrera home and was located along the route he might have taken. According to Michael Kite's wife, he had stopped to help a man whose vehicle had run out of gas. But without warning, the man turned violent, fatally shot Michael, and drove off in his truck.
Oh, damn. Trying to be a good citizen, man, and help somebody out. And look what it cost you. It cost you your life, man. That's why you can't help motherfuckers. That's why you can't help motherfuckers, man. You ain't thinking this nigga finna kill you. You like shit, goddamn.
The details mirror what unfolded at the Herrera home, and if investigators had any doubts about Damian's involvement, what they learn next removes them entirely.
Saying that there's a silver pickup parked at the neighbor's house to that location on Forest Road 222 that they do not recognize. Again, a silver pickup is parked next to the neighbor's house near that Forest Road 222 where that other 49 was found that they do not recognize.
The white truck left at the scene is registered to Max Trujillo. Now, police know for certain that Damian's rampage is far from over. He is still out there, moving, and with no idea where he's headed next. The threat only continues to grow until another 911 call comes in.
Okay.
He just, he was really, really bad on the trailer that he got shot. That's what he just dropped. He's on the ground.
Okay, so he's bleeding. He just dropped to the ground?
I think he's dead.
Whoa.
Yes, he's breathing, but he's in the ground.
Okay, but he was shot?
Yes, and I just took off from Bodie's really fast.
And you said this guy, you knew him. His name is Manuel. Do you know his last name?
Serrano.
Do, okay? I need you to get a dry, clean cloth towel, whatever's available, and I need you to compress the wound. Get something to protect yourself from the blood. 1 second. Pressure there and don't let go, whatever you do, okay? Just try and protect yourself, okay?
Yeah, no, he's got blanket, he's got tissue and
But he's breathing, right? So just, you're doing an awesome job. Just keep that
What
pressure
the fuck made him crash out like this? He just shooting everybody.
there. We don't want him to lose blood. So if they can grab more cloths and more towels, whatever, the more the better. Just apply that pressure. Do not release the pressure.
Once again, officers arrive too late to stop Damian. Another victim down, and the same pattern unfolding. But like Brenda, he is still alive when EMS arrives, and they rush him to the hospital, fighting to keep him alive. Just like the other two scenes, Damian has already fled, and at this point, frustration is mounting. To find him, one of the first things they do is to review the gas station security footage, and what it revealed is more senseless and horrifying than anyone could have imagined. The footage shows Damian driving up to a gas pump in Michael Kite's stolen truck. Damian, now wearing a straw hat, gets out to pump gas, a ticking time bomb of violence.
So he either got money on him or he got somebody's debit cards or his own money. If he got money, put gas in. So there ain't no telling how long he could be on this goddamn road driving if he got a full tank.
Moments after Damian arrives, he is joined by another man in need of gas. Manuel Serrano parks at the pump across from Damian with no idea of the danger he has just walked into. Something that immediately stands out to the police is the fact that Damian and Manuel do not interact. Not a word is spoken between the two men, but Damian's body language abruptly changes when he takes notice of Manuel. Police can only watch with dread as the following scene unfolds. Damian gets back in his truck with what police know is murderous intent. Still unaware of the danger, Manuel comes around the side of his own vehicle just as Damian's window rolls down and he takes aim. With the first shot, Manuel is finally made aware that he is in mortal danger. He tries to run, but Damian chases him down in the truck. And
Damn, he just shot him for no reason. This is a sick nigga for no reason without even he didn't even engage with the nigga.
Doesn't stop until his shots connect. With units across the area searching for Michael Kite's stolen Silverado, officers are stretched thin, scanning every road and highway. Then, finally, a break. Damian is spotted driving recklessly down the highway. After leaving 5 victims behind, this is their chance. And this time, officers are determined not to let him slip away.
He is driving recklessly. He is now driving in the northbound lane passing vehicles. He's coming around the curve of 198. Might go head on. Oh my goodness.
Damian takes a curve too fast and veers off the road, crashing head on into a tree. Officers expect him to be injured or stunned, but as they step out and approach, it's clear he isn't going down without a fight.
Got your victim rolling. Call for ambulance. Call for ambulance. Hurry up. Good. Stop it there. Stop right there. Hands up. Watch my back. Watch my back.
I'm down.
Watch my back.
I'm down.
Stop! Stop your oh! Hey! Get him! Get him! Taser!
Oh shit!
Don't shoot me! Tase his ass! Don't!
Tase his ass! Tase him! Tase him!
Get the fuck!
Oh!
Oh yeah. He resisted. Oh, he got a knife on him too. Look at that knife right there. Oh yeah, y'all gotta do something to him before you get to that motherfucker.
Careful with that knife! Careful with that knife! Taser, bro! Taser! Taser! Bro, taser! Go to taser!
Where the taser at, man?
I'm dead.
Keep on, keep on. Got that one? You got the knife? Where's the knife? Yeah, it's here. Check this way.
I didn't even do anything.
Make sure it's on.
It's on, dude. I didn't even do anything.
It's all good. What's going on with my gun?
It's all good, bro. Well, no, he kept grabbing my leg and you were reaching.
He was grabbing my gun.
Yeah. I wasn't trying to get anything. You guys f***ing tackled me.
With Damian finally subdued, one officer breaks off to clear Michael Kite's stolen truck and immediately spots the firearm used in the rampage.
Let me go. I have airbag deployment on this side. Unable to tell on occupants. Vehicle appears to be unoccupied. Got me? I have a 1080. Weapon clear, vehicle clear. It's on the front seat.
It's like a 22 rifle, man.
Where's the rifle?
Somewhere in there. You guys, I had to defend myself.
Now, as officers search Damian, they don't know yet, but even more evidence is waiting to be found as they turn out his pockets.
I spot search him again.
You guys have tape?
Huh?
Oh. You got some bullets there. Don't pick them up. Don't pick them up. Don't touch them. Don't touch them.
In the wake of the car crash and following altercation, police take Damian to the hospital before asking him any further questions. Once medically cleared, police take him down to the station, hoping he would tell them what drove him to take such heinous actions.
I mean, you did hear they said that he said he wanted to kill people for fun. He wanted to hurt people for fun. I mean, you gotta take that shit serious when motherfuckers say shit like that. Like, you basically, you're giving a nigga the warning that you living with a psycho. That's what always be like, for me, when it's like parents who got kids like that live in their house where they know their kids is mentally off, or their kids is thrill seekers, and they say shit like that, like, I want to kill people, I want to hurt people for fun one day, and then you're living with them, like, it's only a matter of time before they kick it off with you. And that's what happened in this situation. He kicked it off with the parents, then his brothers, then went and just fuck it, shooting whoever at this point. You want to help me? My car ran out of gas? Pow, shoot you. Oh, you at the gas station? You hopping out to get gas? I don't even know you. Pow, shoot you. Like, you just shooting people for no reason?
After Damian was searched, the detectives waste no time placing him in an interrogation room, hoping to get a confession. But Damian has other plans.
So what happened? Got into it over gasoline. Okay. And my stepdad tried chasing down me, gun.
But just moments later, Damian's story changes.
So then he starts chasing you with the gun? Huh? He starts chasing you? He didn't chase me. He fired at me. My brother went to go and break us up. He shot my brother. I wrestled with him for the gun. My mom got in the middle of it. He shot her. And I had to shoot him, dude.
Damian said he fled the scene in Max's truck, still fearing for his own life. When he ran out of gas, Michael Kite came to his aid. Only according to Damian, the altercation that followed wasn't his fault either. But with all the evidence stacked up against him, it is obvious to detectives that Damian is lying. Damian insists on this story, so the detective wraps up the interview and proceeds to bring 3 homicide charges against Damian. He was transported to jail to await further legal action. But as the case moves forward, shockingly, some members of Damian's surviving family stayed in contact and were eager to support him.
You know, we believe what you say, and we are standing behind you, okay? Just stay strong, mijito, and just remember, when you start feeling funny or you have funny thoughts, just remember that you do have us behind you, and we love you, Damian.
Thank you.
And
wow.
You know, our hearts are just torn apart, but we're trying to remain strong so that to show you know so you have support, and we're here for you, okay?
Blankets, you throw away all my socks, my paper and pencils, all my letters that you guys sent me. Throw away all that stuff.
That's wild. The only thing I can think of right here is that the people that he killed, the dad and all that was his mom. He's a stepson. So I tell you, he was a mom's, if I'm correct, he was a mom's son. And the dad and the brother and the sister, all that's on the dad's side. So talking right here might be his mom's side, his mom, his auntie, his mom's sister. Or am I wrong? Or is the dad's side? Whichever is the opposite family. That gotta be, because nigga, if you just killed my nephew, my goddamn sister, my goddamn brother-in-law, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, hey, I believe you. Like, you're right, I got your back. Nah, nigga, especially when the daughter's saying what happened. The surviving daughter is telling us what happened. You crashed out, nigga. Then the nigga who live in the back, who's the dad's best friend, is telling us what happened. You crashed out, bro.
How come?
Because I got into a fight with the guard last night.
His family would support him to the very end, but they don't know that he is twisting the truth once again. Security footage from the county jail told a completely different story than that of Damian, and showed what looked more like a planned assault and escape rather than a simple fight with the guards.
Oh, shit.
There is no sound with the video footage.
This nigga's crazy.
Reports indicate that for unclear reasons, the guards periodically allowed Damian to roam free outside his cell. During one of these breaks, he told one of the guards that the faucet in his cell wouldn't stop running. As soon as the guard stepped inside to check it out, though, Damian slammed the door behind him, trapping him inside. With one guard trapped, Damian armed himself with a heavy flashlight from the guard station. He hid around the corner and lay in wait for the next guard to come by. What followed was an all-out brawl between Damian and the guard. An EMT who happened to be at the jail jumped into the fray. But it wasn't until a second guard joined the fight that the 3 men were able to subdue Damian. Damian was strapped into a specialized restraining chair as he continued to rage.
This nigga's crazy.
This rash of violence was deemed to be an escape attempt. While Damian continued his reign of terror in jail, tragically, the 2 surviving victims, Brenda and Miguel, succumbed to their injuries while at the hospital, adding 2 more counts of murder to the charges Damian faced. But Damian's motive for all this, though, would be the biggest mystery of all. Damian had no previous criminal record. Some say his horrific rampage might have been tied to the psychiatric problems his sister Carissa believed he was dealing with. A friend of Damian's insisted that the man he knew would never do something like this, preferring to go into the wilderness and meditate. However, the fact that Damian had told his family he thought about killing people for fun suggests a far more sinister motive. But the only person who could say for sure is Damian, and he never spoke in court, and only insisted to the police that none of this was his fault. In August of 2021, Damian was convicted of 4 consecutive counts of murder for killing Max, Brendan, Brenda, and Miguel. He was given 4 life sentences. The trial for Michael Kite's murder was conducted separately in an adjoining county, and it wasn't until 2023 that Damian was convicted of the murder of his 5th and final victim and sentenced to 30 more years in prison.
Damn. Well, there you have it, man. Why did he snap is the question. What made him snap? You know, when you got people saying that's not like him, he likes to go in the woods and meditate. He doesn't have a violent past. He doesn't have a police record. Like, what would make somebody snap in that fashion to just kill your whole family and then go killing random people? Somebody who's nonviolent, somebody who doesn't get in trouble. Like, that has to be like, nigga, some super fucked up mental shit or drugs. It just doesn't make any sense. Like, what the hell? It had to be signs there. If like, I don't get it. Like, what? Or he just snapped and blacked out something his dad said made him snap and he just lost his fucking mind? I don't know. That's a weird one, man. Let me know what y'all think about the situation. Let me know what y'all think happened, man. Y'all think he was off drugs? Y'all think this is something that I don't know, something he was dreaming about? Clearly the family said he wanted to kill somebody. He was talking about it. So there were signs there. I want to hurt people. I want to hurt people. I want to kill people for fun. I want to kill people for fun. So the signs was there. So this was the breaking point. And then he said, fuck it. I'm already here. I'm going to jail anyway for murder. I might as well just go on my spree I've been thinking about in my head until I get caught. Maybe that was his move. I'm just going to go on a spree until I get caught because I know I fucked up and I know I'm getting life regardless. But he didn't want to go out with a gunfight, though, because he could have got the gun and had a gunfight with the police. I don't know, man. Let me know what y'all think, though. I'm going to give y'all 2 seconds to smash a like. And as always, get ready for the next reaction.